What's up, guys? Hope you're all doing well today. Look, we have Lightyear coming out this coming Friday. Opens wide Friday, previews Thursday. And yeah, so I said I want to at least talk about two Pixar films on the channel. I have a full Pixar playlist. I've reviewed, 16 of their movies, something like that. So I was going through the list. I said, okay, what haven't I talked about? I said I could talk about The Incredibles. I really want to do a review for The Incredibles. But I said, let's talk about Finding Nemo and another one, which we'll get to a little later. But Finding Nemo, look, this came out in 2003. This is when Pixar was in their prime. I mean, this was their fifth movie. Toy Story changed the game. It was the first CG animated film ever made. You know, Bug's Life comes out, very successful. Toy Story 2, people lost their minds. Monsters Inc. came out, people lost their minds even more. Pixar knew what they were doing. They came out with Finding Nemo. Now, the thing I love about this movie is how timeless it is. You can sit down and watch Finding Nemo any day. 20 years time, you can sit down and watch this film and still get the same from it because it's so well made. It's so well written. It's so well directed. Andrew Stanton, as a directing for an animated film, he had to get these actors to deliver these lines. Albert Brooks is Marlin. He's so warm in this movie. You just want to sit down and talk to him. I mean, he's just so likable, and you get what he's going through in the film. Ellen DeGeneres is one of the best Pixar characters ever, with Dory. I mean, they created such an iconic, memorable character with this. Same how they did. I mean, look, Toy Story 1, you had the Buddy Buddy, you had Woody and Buzz. Monsters Inc., you have Mike and Sully. And now you have Marlin and Nemo, or Marlin and Dory. I mean, they're playing so well off of each other, and he wants nothing to do with her at the beginning of this film, but as it progresses and they go on these adventures together, he sort of realizes that she's not as bad as maybe he would have perceived, and he does care about her. He's a father figure who only cares about his son and saving his son. And you totally get that. Look, the opening scene of this movie is very dark. I mean, Pixar is not afraid to do cold opens. They did it with this, they did it with Up. I mean, they will do dark openings to their movies. We lose Nemo's mother in the beginning of this, Coral. She wants to name one of the babies Nemo. Marlin doesn't want, he wants half of them Marlin Jr. and half of them Coral Jr. And I think, it's so funny, the mentality of this father figure of a fish, this clownfish. He's just so well written. She's taken out by the barracuda or whatever it is. So he finds one egg left, and it's damaged, and he says, we're going to name it Nemo. No matter what happens, I'm never going to let anything happen to you. And that is the open of the film, and I think it's one of Pixar's best openings that they've ever made. I mean, it's so strong, so powerful. And then the rest of the film, you totally understand why Marlin is the way he is because of that opening scene. They never talk about Coral ever again in the whole entire movie. But guess what? That scene plays such a big impact in the emotion of what Marlin is doing and the character and his motivation. It works so well. And it's like they don't need to rely on, oh, well, you lost your mother. Oh, well, I lost my mother. You don't need to rely on that. You have it in the beginning of the film, and it sets the emotional tone for the rest of it. And I just thought it was so good. And this movie's so entertaining. I mean, you could sit down and watch it and be entertained by it. You could sit down and watch the whole thing and be like, wow, that was a great film. It's excellent writing. I believe this was nominated for Best Original Screenplay at the Oscars, which is, not every animated film is. So, you have something special there. The movie has humor in it. The humor works. Fish are friends, not food. Another iconic thing to come from this film. Just keep swimming, just keep swimming. Another iconic thing to come from this film. I mean, the score, Thomas Newman's music in this movie is so beautiful. And it is so just it touches your soul. It touches your heart. Now, sure, there's the music where they have to. There's more action, but the actual theme of the film is one of the most beautiful themes. It's one of the most beautiful scores. Thomas Newman went for so much more of an emotional pull with the score for this, and man, I just thought it was so powerful, so incredible, and he did not win the Oscar for it. He was nominated for Best Score, but no one was going to touch Howard Shore for The Lord of the Rings: The Return of the King that year. What a great year that was for film. My God, and scores. It was just so good. But look, the animation in this film, when this movie came out, it was the most beautifully animated film ever made. In 2003, people saw this and it was like, oh my God, this is what they could do with animation. We are totally transported under the ocean going on this mission, and it's memorable. This movie is so memorable. Everything from Nemo meeting the tank gang, and what he has to do there with the mission he has to do there to try to get them out. Gil, voiced by Willem Dafoe, is so fantastic in this movie. He feels like a wounded veteran. You talk to him, he has these lines, and he's one of the most underrated Pixar characters ever. I think that character is so well written, and I would have loved to see a continuation of that character. I mean, I just want to know what happened to him, after the credit scene. But yeah, regardless, you get that. It's so memorable with Nemo. It's so memorable with Marlin and Dory. They're going on their adventure, their mission to save Nemo. They have to get to Sydney. How are they going to do it? I mean, they have to go through the fish with the light bulb, the jellyfish, every sequence that they go, the sea turtles getting eaten by the whale. Everything that happens to these characters in this movie is so memorable, and it's so well paced. The movie's so entertaining. I mean, this is a great film. The humor, the drama, the emotion to it, the writing, the pace, everything about this. Pixar was at the height of their game. I mean, this is an incredible film. Finding Nemo is a 5 out of 5 movie, and I think that people just think, oh, Finding Nemo, it's just Finding Nemo. What a cute little film. But then you dissect it, and you sit there and watch it, and you go, wow, this is like pretty heartfelt. This is a beautiful movie. I mean, I just think it's so good. It's one of the best Pixar films ever made. So yeah, that's my thoughts, guys. Look, Lightyear's coming out on Friday. Like I said, what's the other Pixar film I'm going to be talking about? I'm going to be doing a review for Wall-E. The film came out in 2008 and directed by another Andrew Stanton film. I guess I just did the Andrew Stanton Pixar films. We already have a video for Finding Dory, so why the hell not? Wall-E is coming either tomorrow or Wednesday. I don't know. I'm gonna try to get it up before Thursday. But yeah, look, that's my thoughts on that, guys. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Lots of stuff coming in the future. We got more reaction videos, reviews, update videos, Obi-Wan Kenobi reviews, Miss Marvel reviews, lots of stuff. Lots of stuff coming out. Come on back, check that out. And also, guys, you can follow me on Twitter at Ranking72 and Instagram at King Arises 131. Guys, that's been it for me. Thank you so much for watching my review for Finding Nemo. And until next time, over and out.